What to expect in Zion for the 4th of July. Cedar City Animal Shelter raises fees, and a man rides from Salt Lake to St. George to spread awareness.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Langenheim. If you visit Zion National Park this Independence Day weekend, expect heat, crowds, and delays. The National Park Service warns of long lines, heavy traffic, and potential closures at entrances. With forecasted triple-digit temperatures, pack plenty of water, salty snacks, and sun protection. Hike early or late and rest in the shade. Fire restrictions are in place, banning open fires and limiting smoking. The Independence Day Parade will close State Route 9 on the morning of July 4th. When parking is full, vehicle entry may be suspended. Use the free Springdale shuttle instead. Stay hydrated, avoid flash floods by checking the forecast, prevent wildfires, park in designated areas, and pack out all trash. Use restrooms at trailheads and shuttle stops before hiking. Due to the high demand and limited space, the Cedar City Animal Adoption Shelter is increasing its surrender fee from $100 to $400. It also strives to maintain its no-kill status and offers resources to pet owners to help them keep or rehome their pets responsibly. Here's Alicia Lundgren for the full story.
While the Cedar City Animal Adoption Shelter accepts surrendered pets as a courtesy, there is limited space available at the facility for that purpose, and staff are not always able to accept these pets. For this reason, and a recent determination by the city that the shelter was undercharging, the surrender fee has increased from $100 to $400. Shelter manager Brittany McCabe says staff will still offer advice and resources for those struggling to keep their pets or needing to rehome, but encourages Southern Utahns to take a beat before taking home a furry friend.
Adopting an animal should never be on impulse. Don't go into an animal shelter, you see kittens and take two home, and then you get home and what do? Think about it. We have no issue holding them for 24 hours if you want to go home and think about it. Do your research if you're looking into adopting a dog. Is that dog the kind of dog that will fit your lifestyle? Are you really active? Look for an active breed. If you're kind of a homebody, there's plenty of dogs to choose from that would be good for that kind of a lifestyle. And also, the most important one is, are you allowed to have a pet? Always check with your landlord, get written permission. You need something in writing. That way they can't come back and say you're not allowed to have the pet. It's hard on the animals when you have to kind of shuffle them around constantly, or they go back to a shelter and back to a home. So always make sure you're allowed to have a pet.
Additionally, McCabe said potential pet owners should let the shelter know if they have a pet wish list, as they may know of a cat or dog that's right up their alley.
Thanks, Alicia. The Calf Creek Recreation Site in Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument will be closed for 2 months starting July 8th for renovations, including campground upgrades, new shade shelters, improved parking, and safety enhancements. We'll go to Stephanie DeGraw for the details.
The popular Calf Creek Recreation Site in Garfield County will be closed beginning July 8th for 2 months. Bureau of Land Management Paria River District Manager Harry Barber had this to say.
Over the years, it's become really popular, and we finally decided, after receiving the funding, to make some significant upgrades and improvements to it.
The Calf Creek Recreation Site is in the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. The project will enhance the visitor experience at the area, known for its trails to a 126-foot waterfall.
Thanks, Stephanie. L.T. Weaver, founder of the nonprofit Recovering Addict, is pioneering a peer-oriented recovery approach in St. George, where traditional addiction rehabilitation centers are common. We'll go to Bridger Palmer for more on LT's mission.
In September, which is National Recovery Month, L.T. Weaver, founder of Recovering Addict, will bike 429 miles from Salt Lake City to St. George. Weaver has been preparing around the clock. He will have a support team on this 28-hour journey, managing logistics, social media, and bike maintenance, all while giving updates and documenting the ride live.
Thanks, Bridger. Amanda Robinson, a former chemist, seamlessly blends scientific precision through the art of baking through her business, The Analytical Baker, where she crafts a variety of meticulously measured and creatively flavored desserts. Here's Jessie Bang for more.
Amanda Robinson is a chemist who traded beakers for rolling pins when she fell in love with the art of dessert making.
These are Oreo cupcakes. So I've got my oil.
With a master's degree in chemistry, she applies the same science-backed knowledge to each of her desserts. And those range from sugar cookies to full cakes and everything in between.
A lot of people just stick to the basics. They like chocolate or like confetti, which is just vanilla with sprinkles. It's a super fun one. I'd say the Oreo is a very close second. Especially, I can put a crust on cakes, which people don't hear of too often. But it's like, if you think of like a pie crust, like an Oreo pie crust on the bottom of the cake. It's really good.
Her best sellers at the downtown farmers market are her macarons, not to be confused with macaroons.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Christy Langenheim with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.